Hello friends, today I will introduce you to a very interesting game designed exclusively by Mastermind for the little children. Now this game has been named as Fill Me. Now this is a game which the children will love to play because it is fun, it gives them a stress-free environment, it allows them to learn mathematics while playing. And moreover, Fill Me helps the children it gives the opportunity to the children to practice mental arithmetic. And the best part of this game is that it has to be played alone only. You do not need a partner to play this game. Now Fill Me is played on this grid with these coins which have numbers. Now let me tell you, to play this, depending upon the understanding of the numbers of a child, or rather the level in which the child is, the child can select either a grid of 3 by 3 or maybe 4 by 4, or the senior children can select the 5 by 5 grid. Only one point that's to be kept in mind in this game is that the sum total of the columns and the rows has to be same. That is to say, the sum of all the 3 coins in the first grid should also match that in the second row and the third row. These numbers have to be same, these totals have to be same. Similarly for the columns, the sum total has to be same. Now, these numbers actually have been derived based on the arithmetic operations, that is addition, subtraction, etc. Now we have understood what the game is. Now let us actually play this game so that we can understand it more better and actually feel the benefit this game can give to the child. Now we have understood what Fill Me is as a game, but now let us see how to play this game. Now I have in my hand this booklet where you can see it has grids of 3 by 3 made, and each grid has certain numbers. We can call them as clues for filling in a single grid of 3 by 3. Now one important point in this page is that the problems are based on the digit 1 to 9, where the sum is 15 in all the cases of the grids. So I will do one intelligent thing. What I will do, in my box of coins there are numbers 1 to 32, but since the grid on this page requires to be used only 1 to 9 digit, I will select 1 to 9 digits and keep it separately when I am playing any of these grids as per the instruction, as per the clues on this page. So let us pick up 1 to 9 digits from all the coins that we have. Now you can see I have separated the coins with the numbers 1 to 9 from the rest. What does my first question say? The clue is 6, 5 and 2. Now I will place 6 in the top grid, top square of the grid, followed by 2 in the bottom square of the 3 by 3 grid. Then I have 5 which I will place in the center of the 3 by 3 grid. Now, what was the question? Sum of the columns and the rows and the diagonal has to be 15. So let us solve this question. 6 plus 2 is 8. 15 minus 8 is 7. So I will put 7 here. Now you can see the sum of this column is 15. 6 plus 7 is 13 plus 2, 15. Now I can play either like this or like this. So if I play like this, 7 plus 5 is 12, 15 minus 12 is 3. So I will put 3 here. Okay. Now this diagonally it is 5 plus 2, 7. 7. 15 minus 7 is 8. So I will put 8 here. Now 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 plus 4 will be 15. So let me put my 4 here. Now you can see 6 plus 5 is 11 plus 4 is 15. We have got our diagonal answer correct. We have got our columns correct, and we have even got a row correct. Now we have got 6 plus 8 is 14 plus 1 will be 15. And now either we can take 5 plus 1 6, 15 minus 6 will be 9, or 4 plus 2 will be 6, 15 minus 6 will be 9. So we will put our number 9 here. Now you can see, as per this grade of clues as 6, 5 and 2, and the sum being 15, we have now filled in our grade as per these clues. Now we just solved a grade of 3 by 3. Okay, let us take a grade of 4 by 4 and see how the game goes. Now this is the page of the clues for a 4 by 4 grade. As you can see, there are so many grids made with different clues. Now one important thing, as I told you in the earlier case, that in the previous one we saw that the numbers being used were between 1 to 9. In this case, the numbers being used are 1 to 16, where the sum will be 34. Now if I have to work only on 1 to 16, let me select all the coins of number 1 to 16. So let me first select. Now I have got all my numbers ranging from 1 to 16. Now according to the clue, let me fill up the grids as per the given clue. So I have to take 4. So I put my 4 here. Then it is 5. I put my 5 here. Then it is 6. 6 here. Followed by a 3. Then I have got a 2 besides 3. Here it comes. Then it is 12. 12, where is 12? 12 is here. 12 here. And between the 2 there is a 7. So let me put the 7 here. Followed by a 8. 8. And then followed by a 14. Now we have got all the clues that have to be put according to the grid given here. Now our objective is to get a sum of 34 diagonally, horizontally and vertically. Okay, now let us see. 12 plus 7 is 19. 19 plus 6 is 25, and 34 minus 25 will be 9. So I will put my 9 here. The sum of this horizontal row is 34. Now we'll look at this. 4 plus 5 is 9, and 9 and 9 is 18. 34 minus 18 will be 16. (16 plus 3, 19 plus 2 will be 21. 34 minus 21 will be 13. Now let us look at this. 13 plus 12 is 25. 25 plus 8 is 33. 33 plus 1 will be 34. Now looking at this, 14 plus 7 is 21 plus 2 is 23. 34 minus 23 will be 11. Now 14 plus 1 is 15 plus 4 is 19. 19 plus 34 minus 19 will be 15. So we'll put 15 here. 8 plus 11 will be 19 plus 5 will be 24 plus 10 will be 34. Now you can see diagonally also the value is 34 because 16 plus 6 is 22 plus 11 is 33 plus 1 34. Similarly this way also diagonally you will see the sum will be 34, like 13 plus 7 20 plus 10 is 30 plus 4 is 34. So even vertical, horizontal all the columns are 34, Vertically all the rows are 34. So we have correctly solved our grid of 4 by 4. Okay. Now thereafter let us take up a grid of the entire board, that is 5 by 5. Okay, let us start putting our coins as per the clue given in the second grid. Okay, to start with, we will start with 17, and then there is a 23. Where is 23? Here is 23. Then is a gap followed by 10. Where is 10? 10 is here. Then we have a gap and 18 is here. Okay, followed by a 25. Then below 18 you have a 12. Then one gap and you have a 5. Then you have a 1 here. One gap followed by a 13. So we have a 21 to be put here. Yeah, it's 21. Here it is. Yes, 21. Then 20. 20, and then 14. 14. Then a 15. 16. All done, I think. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, what is the total we must get? It is 65. Now, let us start from. Where should we start from? Let us start from this. Only one number has to be put here, so we will start with this. 16 and 4 is 30, and 5 35, and 23 will be 58. 65 minus 58 is 7. So we'll put a 7. Now let us look here. 7 plus 1 8, and 13 will be 21, and 25 will be 46. So 65 minus 46 will be 19. Okay. Now let us take this. 10 plus 12 is 22, plus 19 will be 41, and 21 will be 62. 65 minus 62 is 3. Okay. Now let us take this diagonally. 15 plus 14 will be 29, plus 13 will be 42. 54. So 65 minus 54 will be 11. Yes. Now let us take this. 11 plus 10 is 21, plus 23 will 21 plus 23 will be 44, plus 17 will be 61. 65 minus 61 will be 4. So let's put a 4 here. Okay. Now let us take this diagonally. 17 and 5 will be 22, and 13 will be 35. 35 and 21 will be 56. 65 minus 56 will be 9. So let's put a 9 here. Good. Okay, look at this. 11 plus 18 will be 29, plus 25 will be 54, plus 9 will be 63. So 65 minus 63 will be 2 here, and in this this vertical column, 21 plus 2 will be 23, plus 20 will be 43, plus 14 will be 57. So 65 minus 57 will be 8. Good. Now this column, let's see, 9 plus 3 will be 12, plus 16 will be 28, plus 15 will be 43. So 65 minus 43 will be 22. Now look at this. 17, 1 18, and 8 26, and 15 will be 41. 65 minus 41 will be 24. here 18 plus 12 will be 30 plus 5 35 plus 24 will be 59. 59. 65 minus 59 will be 6. So let's put a 6 here. Now you can see we have solved this entire grid of 5 by 5 with numbers ranging between 1 to 25. Okay friends, as we saw, be it the grid of 3 by 3 or 4 by 4 or be it 5 by 5, we have solved all the questions, all the clues we used given in this booklet of filming. Now let us understand one thing, and you must have noticed also that be it a grid of 3 by 3 or 4 by 4 or 5 by 5, a lot of addition and subtraction has to be done. Now the biggest benefit of this entire game is that the child gets an opportunity to practice mental addition and subtraction through this game. So when a child is playing this game, he is automatically, unknowingly doing mental calculations. Okay, now I have a certain point to make for the trainers. Whenever a child completes his question, please tell the kids before the start of the game that whenever you complete a grid, they must raise their hand and inform that they have completed. In that case, now it becomes a responsibility of the trainer to go and check if the grid has been filled in correctly or not. Okay. Now we will take up we'll take this topic separately as to how a trainer has to check whether the grids have been correctly filled in or not. Okay. Another important point, you have to make the children play this game for 40 minutes. Per day they have to complete one page given in this booklet. Okay. So now when you allow them to complete one page and also play for 40 minutes, you are helping them directly, indirectly improve their mental calculation abilities. Okay. Now from here we will start the process of making the trainer understand how to check the grids. Okay. Thank you.